from gymnasium to this. It was such a group effort this time, and people came early, and we had fun and enjoyed each other. And yeah, I'm in such deep gratitude for it all. I know it takes effort to get to retreat. It takes effort to get over the mind's idea that, am I really going? Why? Why would I do such a preposterous endeavor? Why would I do that? I say it every time. I actually do mean it, even after all these years, that I'm always amazed anybody shows up. I would just watch it happen and I go, wow, okay, cool, we're doing it. So that's amazing. It's amazing to see everyone, be here with all of you and all of these flowers, all of these beings. Just, yeah, stunning. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about silent retreat. And, the word silent retreat, the word meditation. Some of these words that we just kind of maybe we don't contemplate into them very often. Well, that's just kind of what we're doing. It's what we call things. It's like, okay, well, this is a cup, and that's a this, and that's a that, and that's the other thing. That's silent retreat. This is meditation. This is what we do. This is how it is. I just deeply, deeply encourage us all to let go of any preconception. I can't encourage it enough. And it's very subtle, these preconceptions that will come in. Super, super subtle. Because we think we know. We're just convinced that we know. Oh my God. And there can be a resistance that comes with it in this subtle form. A resistance to unknowingness, to not know. Because we come with what we think we know. I mean, we're all on a path, an individual path. They're all beautiful. They all take a certain amount of pretending that we know something. I mean, it really does. It takes that to be an individual in society, in your family, in your relationship, whatever. But when we believe it, just strongly, I am this, I am that, I am the other, I know this, I know that, I know the other, as a belief, as a solidified, believing place that we have landed, it's so limiting. And silent retreat is the place we get to let go of that. We get to let go of it. Yeah, okay, could be scary, could be weird. What did I write down? Could be frustrating to the intellect. It could be boring, dull, frustrating, pointless, and uncomfortable. And it could. To the intellectual knowingness, it might be all of those things. It really might be. Meditation, I'll put this over here right now so it doesn't make noise. Meditation the essence of meditation is the clear, unqualified, unmanufactured, effortless awareness. That's the essence of meditation. So if we come to silent retreat hoping for an experience, we're already one step removed from meditation. If we are expecting peace, clarity, a breakthrough, a fancy trip, instructions from above, whatever it is, we are already one step removed from meditation. The essence of meditation is unqualified awareness. The reflection of that, when the attention rests, when it rests in and as unqualified, clear, transparent, effortless awareness, is peaceableness, clarity, love. That's the reflection of the resting of attention in and as awareness. Those qualities will reflect in an open mind, and we will have that experience. But they are not the essence of meditation. They're the byproducts in the reflection. So if we're looking for peace, looking for clarity, looking for that experience, looking for it, knowing that that's knowing something about something. Well, it's fine. We all do it. But I'm encouraging, just take the eraser, the blackboard right now. I mean, you know, some of us are educated in one way, some of us are educated in another way, some of us have had this experience, some of the others have that. We do this in our daily life, we do that in our daily life. There's an infinite diversity of individual paths, thanks be to God. And they can be used skillfully, kind of in a progressive path. Mantra, prayer, I don't know, healing techniques, self-improvement, whatever it is. Absolutely wonderful. But silent retreat is a place, the essence of it is direct. It's directness. A place for an opportunity for direct encountering. It's not that you're flushing your life, away. I mean, you'll hear me say all kinds of things this week about the illusion of separateness, the illusion of timeline, the illusion of it. It's not to say that any of it doesn't feel real on a human level, on a relative level, on the level of let's make the world, let's dream the world. But we're going to be pointing, investigating, inquiring into, contemplating, sitting down in that which is primary. So let's say the screen rather than the movie, the context rather than the content. This is that opportunity. Why? Because a silent mind, and it doesn't mean you can't have thoughts, please hear me. Silent in the way of no belief. A silent mind is a kind mind. It's a loving mind. It's a peaceful mind of its own nature. Not because we as an individual are being peaceful, Not that that's bad. Healthy egos are much preferable to, some of the stuff we have going on that we're watching on a daily basis at this point. But the essence, the heart of silent retreat is direct attention, falling back, and resting in and as awareness. Not knowingness. There's no knowingness there. There's no one to know anything. There's no one to know anything. That can come later, and we can have fun with it throughout life if we aren't staunchly believing everything we know as fundamental and essential. Then there's the play. There's the play. There's the the capacity is innate to live as and from the deepest nature, the true nature. The thinking mind, the intellect, the belief in separation, the believing me, does not have that capacity. It just doesn't. It just doesn't, as even a healthy one does not have that capacity. Doesn't have it. It's not inherent to the me. The me has to, by definition, invent itself continuously in every moment. And how does it do that? Through all kinds of confabulation, knowingness, defense, comparison. Oh boy, that can really get heated up at retreat. Here's the deal, we come to silent retreat, and we stop talking. So what disappears? The talker. What happens when the talker disappears? The thinker goes like, oh my God. I mean, with no talker, woo, I have a lot to say. And the thinker just can get heated up into these absolute mazes and dead ends and frustrations of comparison and unworthiness and, oh boy, believing, and looking for that solid ground, And then, as Sharon once told me, this job is to confront all the ego structures. So you'll have that going on for you. And the thinker, there won't be any talking and the thinking. So, silent retreat is not for the faint of heart. It's just not. There's so much believing. So I would really encourage, it has been curious to me over the years. It has been very, very curious. I'm not against it. I'm not trying to put anyone down. I'm really not. It's a true curiosity. It really is a true curiosity. I've never signed up for anything that I didn't want to listen to, what either the teacher or the other people had to say. But I think with the absence of the talker sometimes, the thinker can take on this position of I don't believe anything that she says. I don't want to listen to anything that she says. da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. I've had it happen over and over and over. This like, and I've always been like, then why come? Like, geez, spending your money and your time and like, your effort. And I've never understood it. I've just never been that person. Like I said, not putting it down, I understand where it comes from. But I would encourage, like, just trying it on for the length of the retreat. You're here. I had a teacher, Dr. David Hawkins, who one of his most profound, and I've told this story many times, but it's powerful in its transmission in this moment. He was kind of addressing the worry that the ego structure can take on about like, it won't ever be me. Everybody has a chance of enlightenment in this lifetime, but not me. Taking on that worry, taking on that unworthy thought, taking on that not good enoughness. And he was like, please stop worrying. There are 8 million places you could be on a weekend in San Jose, California, and you're here, and you're not at a jet boat skiing class. And I just haven't, it meant so much to me in that moment. Like, have a little faith. Why would you be here? I've always thought that. If I'm sitting across from someone and this is what they're interested in and coming for here at retreat or in a discovery session or whatever, I'm just confident. I'm confident in their dharma. That their dharma is self-realization, because there's just no other reason. So there's tricky little eddies and currents in the flow in the river of silent retreat. And if we come in with a lot of knowing, and I am this, and this is what I do, and this is who I am, and I should be recognized for this, or I'm totally unworthy to be here, and I'll never, I love Aja's direct message to all of us to consider that enlightenment and waking up is possible in this moment, this lifetime, not some far off distant thing. That's the main message of our lineage. That's it. It's not far, it's not distant, it's you and me and us. And we can, have that confidence. I like that word. Ani uses that word a lot when she teaches. It's a Buddhist word, maybe a Tibetan Buddhist word. Not arrogance, confidence, which I think is maybe similar to the old-fashioned word faith. Faith. We don't use that very often anymore because it's like, what are we talking about? Faith in what, But confidence, faith. In the unknowing, the ungraspable. The ungraspable, like it says in the Diamond Sutra. Past is ungraspable, future is ungraspable, present is ungraspable. There's nothing to grasp. There's nothing happening. Our egos will be challenged by it. Yep. But that's understandable. And when you understand something, then the compassion naturally arises. The ego isn't the big bad evil thing. It's a process within consciousness of believing. It's an agreed upon framework. It's an agreed upon framework that it's like a convention. It's just our conventional thing that we do so that we can play this out. There's Anna, there's Jen. This is that. It's not real. It's a framework, it's a way. But when it's deeply believed and held onto as a fundamental reality, well, then there's war. That's just the nature of it. The nature of separation is war. In all kinds of magnitude, from big examples, bombs bursting in air and all of that, to the war within. Not me, not me, not me, not me. All of them, us, me, that. That's how it goes. That's that way of being. So this is just precious, isn't it? What a precious opportunity to say, no, thank you. For this week, I think I'll do something different with my time, with my attention. The attention is the dynamic movement of awareness. Awareness doesn't move. We can't control it. We can't manipulate it. We can't turn it off and on. Awareness is. It's the ground of being. It is. Attention, that's within our realm. We get to choose what we attend to. This is fascinating to me endlessly within this life and expression and just everywhere I look. It's fascinating to me. Why aren't we learning from day one to move the attention and to attend to something deeper and more profound? And it's like it's the dynamic aspect of the power that animates the world. And we just give it here, give it there, me included. I mean, it's astounding. It never ceases to just dumbfound me and I'm in complete perplexity about it. And I guess it's habit. Attention is habituated deeply. And as we come to, events like this and our personal practice and begin to be drawn by the Creator to something more real, we start to notice what we're attending to. And it can be startling, deeply startling. Be gentle in that moment, would you please? Would you please be gentle in that moment? Because then if the next movement is to judge, well then this loop, it's a closed loop. It's a closed loop, my friend. It is a closed loop if the next movement is to judge. Oh, I was attending to this and now I'm so bad. I was attending to that and oh, I'm so not good enough. Whatever it is, whatever your flavor of keeping yourself separate is. Gentle. I see you and I understand. I understand. This is just a habit. And just in that gentle, compassionate, understanding. Simply, it's simple. It takes no effort to move the attention. It might become frustrating because it has to be done like a million times in 5 minutes. So what? So what? So then that's to be judged? We're breaking a habit. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. This is that time. This is that time. This is that place. This is this moment where we are waking up from the habit of separate victimhood and wounded, the whole thing, separate belief systems, separate sense of self. And if we think that it can happen, like it can dawn, right? And you're like, whoa, okay. But then if it does a little bit of this kind of thing, we get completely like, I lost it. You can't lose it. Let's get beyond that. It is you, it is me, and it is everything else. Water didn't just start walking down the street and go, I can't find my wetness. I lost it. It's gone. I'll never get it back. We are absolutely, guaranteed, absolutely what we are seeking. It's a trick of perception, a trick of mind, a habit. A habit. And it runs deep. So lest any of us get to thinking, I'm past it. Oh boy. There's some doozies out there to let go of. Some deep, deep, deep beliefs of separation. Deep rooted. That feels so essential to existence itself, you can't imagine letting go of it. So this is a gentle place, compassionate, understanding. It's simple, it's unadorned, it's moving our attention. And again and again and again and again and again and again, falling back and down and in. Oh, be still and know that I am God. And you know it. It knows itself. It has an intuitive regard for itself as itself. And the whole system will register. The system knows when it's judging. We all know what that feels like. We all know, we all get that, how that feels. I don't know, I've never seen it. I know there's really highly disciplined paths, and I'm sure I know there's some real medicine to that. There's some wisdom. Everything is kind of a balance, right? Everything, a time to reap, a time to sow, the whole, everything is a balance. So I get that, but even within that discipline, if you're called to no, I'm we've had people, just on the free day, sit down in here and never leave. I'm doing this, I am burning it. If you're called, listen, this is that time, this is the opportunity. But even within that, there can be a tenderness, a gentleness, right? A compassionate way. It's like the 2-year-old, who you're putting them to bed and I need a drink of water. Okay, get the water. I need my covers differently. Okay, it wasn't a long enough story, and I mean about the 15th thing that it needs to finally go to rest. You're like, okay, I love you, and this is it. No more getting up and finding something to do. But do you feel the difference between like the judging of it and just the like firm acceptance? So different. And the ego just will not, it's not going to like back down and relax with like the whole judgment train. Anybody who has an ego knows that you can't just like uh, judge it into passivity. Oh, it doesn't work. It thinks it's saving the building, guys. I mean, it's like Atlas, with the world like this. If I don't, I gotta do, I gotta be, you know, that's never gonna work. What the hell is she thinking? Like, I mean, it's heroic and it's so misinformed and misled and misidentified. All of this really just to say, relax. Relaxing is really actually still a little too much doing, but it's the closest I can come. It's the closest word I can come to. Because you can say be as is as many times as you want, and until as is as is, it just doesn't mean much to the soma, to the physicality, so like find that well of courage and wholeheartedness within, and bring it to bear upon whatever is going on for you this week. Bring that to bear rather than an intellectual framework that puts a band-aid on things. And it can feel vulnerable, of course. But this is a safe place, it's a gentle place, it's an opportunity, it's precious, it's sacred. Not that all ground isn't sacred, and all moments are sacred. And anything that happens to be presenting is the divine way. The only way is through. But this is potentiated, it's vitalized, it's ripe when we come together like this. It's, so much, even in science and physics and all of that, is being discovered. It's frequency, it's vibration, and this is not just like the Beach Boys singing in the 60s, catch my vibe, baby. It is vibration. It's what did we always used to say? It's like if you're tuning your guitar and other people are tuning their guitar in the room and you pluck your D string, all the D strings vibrate. That's not woo-woo or magic. It's just what is. So we are giving way. We're giving way. We're giving way. We're giving way for each other. for this great mystery that is like, come, 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 I see you. Come, 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 my love. I mean, to have the fortune to sit here and sink into that. And I get it. We could fall into a habit at any moment of frustration, defensiveness, boredom. And all that is a reflection. It's information, it's data. It just means, oh, I'm attending to the separate self, and this is what it has to say. That's it. It's not like a failure. We don't have to sit there and try to unwind it, trace it back. If that's happening, and that's a wise uprising within yourself, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm encouraging simplicity. I'm encouraging simplicity. Too complicated, too much fussing. You can even just kind of say it to yourself. You know, tell the 2-year-old, I love you. Too much fussing. I'll get back to you. You've got water and everything else you need in your room. See if there's anything else here. It's always a big night, the first night. People have traveled. I'm going to read something and then we can take a break and then we can meditate. Unless anybody wants to. I mean, why not? Let's get going. Does anybody want to come up? It's okay if you don't. Okay. I used to always read this, and I forgot about it. And then I saw it on my computer today, and I don't know which Sufi this is. Rumi? Kabir? Not sure. I unfortunately didn't label it in the Pages document, but I remember reading it a lot in the beginning at the retreats, and it's just so, it's still so resonant here for the first night. Well, and always. It's called All the Hemispheres. Leave the familiar for a while. Let your senses and bodies stretch out like a welcomed season onto the meadow and shores and hills. Open up to the roof. Make a new watermark on your excitement and love. Like a blooming night flower, bestow your vital fragrance of happiness and giving upon our intimate assembly. Change rooms in your mind for just a day. All the hemispheres in existence lie beside an equator in your heart. Greet yourself in your 1,000 other forms as you mount the hidden tide and travel back home. All the hemispheres in heaven are sitting around a fire chatting while stitching themselves together into the great circle inside of you. Change rooms in your mind for just a day. And, there'll be time for questions. There'll be time for everything that's going to happen. That's the beauty of silent retreat. And so, not that it's done very often, but you're all used to it now. I love you. I love you. Have a beautiful retreat. So let's take a break. Let's take a 15-minute